Today I'm going to challenge myself. I'm going to do this tool haul video, one take, one cut. Let's get to it. Normally it takes me 1,000 cuts or takes to do anything right. There's usually jump cuts I gotta throw in. I'm usually stopping and starting just to get the words out of my mouth, but today I'm confident we'll be able to get through everything that we just took in over the last day without any kind of edits or cuts. So on these tool haul videos, what I've been doing is showing you what is typical for us to get in over the course of a day or two. Today we have 1 day's worth of goods that we brought in. Some of it's going to inventory. Some of it are special order items that are going to customers specifically. And we also have some warranty items that came back from their respective vendors. I think we got a Streamlight warranty in there and maybe a couple of others. So let's get to it. These are extremely popular true flush cutters from Klein. And when I say true flush cutter, I mean that if you look at the jaws there, when you cut your wire or your cable tie, you're not going to get a pointed end that's left over like you would get if you used diagonal cut pliers or dikes. These guys are fairly inexpensive. I opt to keep these on the truck as opposed to the Nipex ones. The Nipex ones are rather pricey. I think they're like 60 bucks or something. And again, this is all tool truck pricing. So if you're not familiar with how that works, if you hear me say something like a pair of flush cut Nipex is 60 bucks, you go, I get those on Amazon for 40. I know you can. Tool truck pricing is always higher than online retailers or brick and mortar retailers. I think on my truck, the Nipex ones are about 60 bucks. These Klein ones are 25. And they come with a lifetime warranty. So people always opt for the Klein ones, so it's the ones that we've moved to. And if we don't have it on the truck and we have to get it, we can always order it for somebody, but the ones that we keep in stock are the Kleins. Milwaukee has a promotional deal right now where if you buy a 2-pack of 3 amp-hour batteries, you get your choice of a free tool. You can get a compact inflator, or you can get their cordless soldering iron. So we have a few guys who are taking advantage of this promo. One guy's getting the inflator, and we have a couple of guys who are getting the soldering iron. This is one of their more popular tools. A lot of guys buy this even on its own, but when you couple it together with getting 2 free extra capacity batteries, that's an awfully good deal that you don't see come along every day. And when Milwaukee puts these promos out, they come out quarterly, so this one is good through the end of September. We got, here's Streamlight warranty came back. Their little Stylus Pro light. It looks like they just replaced that one instead of affecting a repair on it. This is a declined repair for a snap-on 1/2-inch air impact. This guy here, I'm going to go ahead and be honest with you on this one. This one, when these are new, they're kind of pricey. And I know guys have spent far more on these than I think is justified for what you get. When you compare this 1/2-inch air impact to, say, the Ingersoll 223 titanium max one, I think you're getting a better deal overall with Ingersoll. You get a gun that has better specs, and they put a 2-year warranty on them, and the pricing is less than what you'll spend on the Snap-on one. So this one, the story behind this guy is it doesn't work too well. It blows air, it's got low power, so we were asked if we could get it repaired, which we can do. And when we got the estimate for it, it came out to be, after shipping both ways and taxes and all the rest of it, about 165 bucks. I just happened to take in trade a used Ingersoll 2235 Ti Max that I could sell to the kid for like $35 more than what it would cost to repair the Snap-on one. He opted to purchase the new the used Ingersoll, so I'll just be returning the unrepaired Snap-on air impact to him. This Gearwrench slim head ratchet has become rather popular. They have this version. They also have one that has dual head on it, but this has a flex head reversible ratchet head on it, and it's got a quarter inch drive on it. These are very popular with technicians in all different industries. Guys at the motorcycle and automotive shops like them just as much as the guys that work on the big diesel trucks and transit buses. Milton is our go-to for a lot of our air chucks, gauges, and tire inflators. This is a regular inventory item for us. The guys that work on the bigger trucks and buses use this one all the time. They also have a version of this that's just a chuck, that instead of having the gauge on the end, it has a threaded fitting that you plug into your hose and you can inflate tires with it. That's a regular item. That's going back in inventory. This guy is a quarter-inch drive deep socket set from Gearwrench. All the Gearwrench socket and ratchet deals are rather good. This set runs 4 to 15 millimeter on a plastic rail, and their pricing is very good. I love keeping their stuff in inventory because it's the one people gravitate toward. They like the name, they like the quality, and the pricing is very good. We also stock Sunex brand for sockets as well, but mostly in impact. For the chrome stuff, our go-to is Gearwrench, and for impacts, we can choose Gearwrench, Sunex, or Gray Pneumatic, and depending on what configuration people want and the price will dictate the brand that we go with. But mostly Sunex for impact in inventory. Chrome inventory is Gearwrench, and then we'll special order Gray Pneumatic if people want it. That's it for that box. All right, next box. That is a warranty. That's the end of the cable hose clamp pliers. Got to replace that for someone. Another warranty here. That's a Gearwrench straight extractor. The long-handled diagonal cutting pliers from Irwin is the ones that we opt for. There are a few different brands with these, but these are among the least expensive of the ones that we carry. And Irwin is extremely easy to deal with for warranty, so if there's ever a problem, we can just get that swapped out pretty quick. Extension cables for a power probe. I don't know why we have that. We don't normally stock these, and there's no tag on it, which leads me to believe it is not a special order for someone. So I don't know. I mean, these aren't bad to have in stock. If we misordered it, we can either return it or we can just keep it in stock. We'll probably just keep that one in stock. NOCO has these jump starters, which are extremely popular, outstanding quality on their stuff. We moved to this brand a few years ago after having dealt with the jump and carry boxes from Solar, made by, oh man, who makes those? I know right now you're yelling at the screen telling me who makes the Solar brand jump and carry. I'm not going to jump cut this. You're going to sit here and suffer along with me while I try to recall who makes it. And I'm not going to let this one go. I'm going to remember who makes it. Solar, jump and carry. I can't remember. Anyway, they're a good brand and they have good products, but the problem is their units are large and heavy. And for about the same price, we can do the NOCO branded boxes, which are far smaller and lighter. And this one is actually rated for higher peak amperage than one of the solar boxes that weighs at least twice as much and costs about the same. Sometimes a little bit more. Actually, I think these are on sale right now for about $20 less than the solar boxes, made by some company whose name I can't remember. Chlor, thank you. Chlor Automotive makes the solar brand. Replacement 10mm Gearwrench XL wrench, and the nice thing about these is slightly longer beam, slightly different design on the head than their standard wrenches. But what I have in the trucks are a 10mm section. So I have a selection of sockets, swivels, ratchets, ratcheting wrenches that all live in one section, so that invariably when somebody comes on the truck with a broken 10mm something or other, or they lost their 10mm, I can just grab one from the 10mm section and pretty much have them covered. So that's going to go back in the 10mm section. A pair of Gearwrench diagonal cutters. Astro Pneumatic has this really inexpensive but well-made fastener and molding remover set. This is about half the price as the same set on the Mack trucks. Shelly's here, everyone. Say hi to Shelly. We'll get repentant. Yes, we will. It's getting to be her dinner time and she wants to eat, but she's going to have to wait. Come on, girl. So these guys here are way less expensive than what you'll see even for on the franchise trucks, and they're the same ones. I think Astro makes them for everybody. I'm not sure. Either Astro, Lisle has a very similar set, so I don't know what factory they come out of, but they're all the same. Monster has this very popular 4-piece magnetic toolbox tray set, and this set here has these large magnets on the backs of each piece, so you can put it on your toolbox or tool cart. A couple of parts trays in there, a can and screwdriver holder on the bottom, and that piece there is a towel holder, but nobody uses it to hold towels. The only use I've seen is people will take the individual pieces and turn them sideways so the spindle's facing up, and then they'll hang jackets and shirts and air out some sweaty boots on them and stuff like that. Strong magnets, so they'll hold all that weight, but no one uses that for a towel rack. But it's still very handy because it gives you some other things you can use it for. All right, back in here, we've got Milwaukee has a straight die grinder. Not the most popular one they make. Their angle die grinder is way more popular than this one. But I think the same fella who ordered one of those free battery, one of the battery kits with the free soldering iron, also ordered the straight die grinder. So he's going to get a bunch of Milwaukee stuff in this week. And then we got someone else who wanted 4 13-inch magnetic rails from Lisle. In one of my previous videos, I was giving you a tour of one of the tool trucks, and I think I mentioned these specifically, saying that we do sell them because these are the same mag rails that's used on the interiors of those trucks. Extremely strong magnets. And you can either mount them with screws, or you can just stick them to something, some ferrous metal, and use the other side to hold tools. Either way, nothing's falling off these magnets. So one guy wanted 4 of these because he's outfitting a brand new work truck that he got, and he has a really nice work truck. He works for a bridge construction company, and they bought him a new truck with a crane on it and a big old welder on the back and some beautiful boxes set up in it. He's got a terrific setup, and he's just getting these mag rails to store stuff securely in the boxes. And I promise you, he uses these, whatever he puts on them isn't going anywhere. A red plastic creeper from our friends at Lisle. They make the Jeepers Creeper brand plastic creeper, and if this creeper looks familiar, it's because it is the same exact plastic creeper branded for Cornwell, Mac, Matco, and I think Snap-on too. In fact, let me show you this. If you don't believe me, I'll show you this beat-up plastic creeper. Does that not look exactly the same? And look at the brand name. Cornwell Tools, folks. It is the same creeper because Lisle manufactures it for all the different brands. That's called third-party branding. And Lisle and lots of manufacturers like Mayhew and Sunex make tools for all other brands. They stamp that brand's name on it and then they ship it. It's a way for brands like Cornwell and Mac, Snap-on, and Matco to save on production costs because they don't have to tool up a factory to produce these things. All they have to do is contract with a manufacturer to make stuff for them and put their name on it. And it's much more cost effective for that brand to do it. and it's easier to get and fulfill orders because you have different buying choices. For example, if you don't see a Cornwell guy and you like that creeper, well, I can get it to you from Lisle, or the Mac guy can get it, from Mac. It's all the same thing. So you're getting the same quality tool or component or piece or whatever this thing is, and you have different buying choices. And now Bennett has arrived because he's hungry and wants dinner too. Let me say hi to him. In a minute. There you go, buddy. In the way. There you go. There you go. Okay. And last but not least, if you saw my last tool haul video, and I apologize if you did, because it was a really long video, but some of you, God bless your hearts, you stuck with it and you let me know it too, and I really do appreciate that. My pocket screwdrivers that came in on that video were incorrectly printed with our old artwork by the printing company. And true to form and true to their word, they replaced them now with the new logo. This is the correct artwork with our new with our newer logo and correct contact information. So we got a whole new box of these guys here, and I just give these away. I don't charge for pocket screwdrivers because I think that's silly to do. Our costs on pocket screwdrivers when we order them like this, I mean, it's hundreds and hundreds of dollars for these things, but they're worth it as ways to build goodwill, as giveaway items to get our name in our customers' hands. And if they break them or lose them, we just give them new ones. So it's kind of like having a warranty against loss. I'll just give you a new one. Who cares? So we got those in. We're ready to put those on our trucks. And our new route operator, Tim, has started his training. So we're getting him up to speed on stuff. And he rode around with me today and saw a bunch of new customers. And we've already started prospecting some new shops for him. So that should be panning out pretty well, because the best cold calling you can do in this business is to drive a tool truck that no one's ever seen before to a shop for the first time. We explain how we do business. We explain how we cover lots of different brands of warranties, which the franchise guys are restricted or prohibited from doing through their agreements. So we can offer things that the franchise trucks can't offer, in addition to the pricing and the brand choice and all the rest of it. We cover almost everyone else's warranties. We can send any power tool in for repair, any torque wrench, doesn't matter what the brand is. We can handle all of that. And that really sets us apart because, as I explained to people, you don't have to, I mean, if you want to shop on other tool trucks, go right ahead, but you don't have to if you don't want to, because we really are a one-stop shop. And it's nice to have that offering. And when we introduce ourselves for the first time to somebody and we tell him all the things that we do, it always makes a terrific first impression. So thanks so much for watching. I know this wasn't nearly as long as the other ones. Now in the future, we've got some new videos coming up because one of our trucks is in the shop right now getting a new wrap put on it. We're going to be doing a video on that. We'll be doing some videos on getting Tim up to speed as he trains on the truck, and also do some more videos on the different brands of tools that we're putting on the trucks. As we make some new purchasing decisions, we'll also be doing some videos on that. And we're going to have a really good tool haul video coming up soon because our biggest distributor just had a virtual tool show, and we'll show you all the stuff that we bought from there. So in the next couple of weeks, we should be getting all that in. Oh, and I forgot too, we also have coming in an extreme 72-inch toolbox with a side cabinet and a stainless steel top. And we'll be doing reviews and videos on all of this stuff. So please do me a favor. Click down here to subscribe so that you don't miss any of it. And remember, use a tool. Don't be one. Woo! I did it all in one take!